What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. I'm AJ. This is Vince. You guys already know us, dude. We're pumped, and today we're having yet another exciting video. The last time we did this was for the NSP Fantasy Football Awards. We had that wheel. We got it again. We had a lot of fun, but it's going to be even more fun, or should I say funner, if we get you guys involved. So you guys in the comment section, once we hit a category, we want to hear y'all's thoughts. Who's your award winner? So let us know who wins that award for you. Vince, how are you feeling, dude? We are 1 week away from the Super Bowl. I was gonna say playoffs. We're 1 week away from the Super Bowl, dude. I'm freaking pumped. If you can't tell, I'm so excited. Can't wait. How are you feeling today?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm just glad it's almost Friday. But yeah, for sure, I am excited that next weekend we're going to have that Super Bowl party. We're all going to be hanging out. And hopefully it's just a great game, at least for me. I know you want the 49ers to win, but I just want a great game.
Super Bowl party? What party? I wasn't invited to no party. What are you talking about? Oh, geez. I was talking to my dad the other day, real quick before we get into the awards, right? I was talking to my dad and I was like, man, I'm he's gonna travel up, right? He's gonna travel up to watch the game with me. We always try to watch the Super Bowl together. We try to watch as many Niners games together. But I'm like, Dad, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to enjoy this, man. Like the last time the Niners were in the Super Bowl, or the last two times the Niners were in the Super Bowl, I didn't enjoy any commercials. I didn't enjoy any food. I didn't enjoy anything but the game. I was just so dialed in and I was so focused. And I really don't know how I'm going to react this upcoming game. I mean, I'm really going to be put to the test. So hopefully I don't make a fool of myself in front of all my friends and family.
I'm sure you won't, my man. It's just you're very passionate fan.
I'm very passionate. That's exactly right. I'm very passionate about this, and I got so many stories to tell. But I know you guys are here for the NFL awards, so we're gonna get right into it. But first, real quick, Rave says, why are they playing golf in the Pro Bowl? Me and my history teacher were talking about it. I didn't even see that. I didn't read up upon that they're playing golf in the Pro Bowl. I really gave up all hopes for the Pro Bowl. I really don't. Uh, I don't care too much about the Pro Bowl. I think Vince could say the same, but it's very disappointing these past few years. It's kind of lame, in my opinion. And also looking good says awards NSP edition. What does this mean? It means that we put all the classic awards in there, but also NSP's awards, the NSP picks, which you guys are going to see, which I'll add here on stream right now so you guys can dig a look at that. But this is our window here. Saw my Niners at the Warriors game representing. Hey, they all got their own personalized jerseys. I think that was freaking awesome. Yes. Just can't wait for next year whenever Wemby gets more time.
I
But I'm super
know.
excited. And Vince could attest to this. But I'm excited to get into this. So I really want to. I saw that they took out my theme. I had a theme on here. They took off. I don't know if I got to it, but you know me, I'm hard headed. I want to get it on there just because we are on a new feature, you guys. We are no longer using StreamYard. We are now using Streamlabs. Whoa! There we go. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but we got a soundboard. Not the greatest soundboard, but it's a soundboard. Okay, so Vince, you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's do this thing.
Cool. I know I said it like 8 times already, but let's spin this wheel for our first award.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Okay, we got a little bit of a curveball here, but who was the best trade, or what team made the best trade this season?
So you want me to answer this one?
Yes, I'm gonna have you answer, and then I'm gonna get my little take on this.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So my best trade, I think it's Montez Sweat going to the Bears. But my biggest fleece, of course, and everybody knows this one, everybody and their mother knows this one, is Chase Young to the 49ers. That one for that fourth round compensatory pick, that one was just really, really good. That was a fleece. But the only reason that one's not my best trade is just because Chase Young could walk at the end of this year. So really only at the least, but at the most, maybe he'll sign like a 1 year deal with y'all just to try and run it back if y'all win the championship, maybe. But Montez Sweat signed a 4-year deal with the Bears, so he's going to be there for a long time. And for a second-round pick, I mean, someone like Montez Sweat is very sweet there on the edge. So yeah,
I have to agree, and honestly, I like that pick as well. I was stuck between Montez Sweat or the Atlanta Falcons getting um I already forgot his name, but a defensive lineman that used to be with the 49ers and a seventh round pick for a sixth round. Really, I thought it was pretty fair for the Falcons, but I did end up going with the 49ers getting Chase Young. If we're talking about the biggest impact in a trade, then I would have something totally different. But I think this is the best trade for the organization because the 49ers paid literally nothing. They paid a compensatory pick, which they get Chase for half a season and the playoffs, dude. Count me in. I'm in on that. I like that so much. Ray says DeAndre Swift to the Eagles. He likes that trade, which I like it too. If only the Eagles actually utilize their running backs correctly. It's a
yep.
dang shame. But yes, I like that as well. So let's get to the next one. Can you hear the music, by the way, whenever I spin the wheel? Beautiful.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Most likely to succeed. Now, this could be a team, a player, or a coach for next year. Who do you see most likely succeeding the following year?
Let's see. So this one, I just did the team. I feel like I'm not going to do a player yet because I want to see where everybody lands. You know, some trades might happen. Some
Right.
draft picks may be really, really good. So I'm not going to choose a player, but I guess I could also choose a coach. So my team's going to be the Texans. I think they're the most likely team to succeed. That's what Not So Looking Good agrees with us here. I mean, it's just written all over the walls, man, on the freaking floors, on the ceiling. Texans are going to be a good team next year. Oh, Will Levis is
That's
a
a good
decent
one.
one. Yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
think if they do their draft right, Will Levis will definitely have a better year this year. But Big Money Joseph's Chargers.
With
You
Jim
would hope
Harbaugh,
so. You would
Bolt
hope
up.
so. So, but honestly, yeah, I just think it's the Texans, and I'm gonna have to be biased here, man. I think McDonald with the Seahawks. You know, I think
Oh
that's gonna be
no.
the best coaching experience there for most likely to succeed next season. But that's just me being biased.
We have a lot of great picks out here. The Texans is great. I mean, they are going to succeed, right? They are going to succeed. I think we know that for next year. And then he also says Mayo is referring to the coach for the
Yeah.
Patriots, which I don't think that's going to be so good for him. Um, Witherspoon with the Seattle Seahawks. That's not
Ooh.
bad, but I do like your first pick, Will Levis. That kind of slipped my mind, and I like that. I like that a lot. I think he will be very likely to succeed. But my pick is a team. I have the Minnesota Vikings to succeed next year. This past season, they kind of fell through the cracks, right? Because they lost their all-pro game manager, Kirk Cousins, which honestly, he's a top 10 QB, if not a top 8. I would have put him top 5, but definitely top 8 QB in the league. And when he has a healthy Justin Jefferson, and then when he's going to have Addison next year, that defense still looks solid. If they could just, pinpoint a few key pieces out on that team, they're going to be competing right there again with the Lions and with the Packers. Because many people forget that the Vikings were on pace with the Detroit Lions at the beginning of the season. Insane. But yeah, I do like the Minnesota Vikings here. Jay Jett is on your team, gonna win you at least 7 games. Exactly. The Vikings have the greatest season this past season. So next question. Are you ready, Vince?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Okay, so I have to explain this one, okay? So best makeup. It's like a pretty girl, which not for me, right? I have a wife, I'm happily married. Love you, babe. But when a pretty girl asks you, hey, what are you doing? Then you meet up with her at her house and she takes off her makeup. You're like, whoa, what is this? who are you, Jeff? Is that you? You know, you're just like they fool you, right? So who was the one player that fooled you and made you think that they were going to be legit in this league?
Oh, okay, so we're doing a player here. So I did a team, and I
Oh,
think it's
okay,
the entire team.
okay.
So I'm gonna just like blast everybody on this team because this team was coming in hot after last year. You know, they were hungry to make the playoffs, and that's the LA Chargers. Oh my
That's
gosh,
hilarious. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, I like this a
I
lot.
like that one, Biggie. That's a funny one. Yeah, man, she plays football great for the 49ers. She just
Jeez, man.
she cuts her hair and
Jeez.
everything. Looks exactly like Brock Purdy. But yeah, I think definitely the LA Chargers. I mean, they had guys on their defensive side, on the offensive side that just did not perform well. Receivers, cornerbacks, defensive linemen. Like I just think the entire LA Chargers team. Sorry, Mr. Rave. Sorry. It is Rave,
Yeah.
right? Rave's the LA
No, it's Liam.
Chargers.
Liam likes the
Liam.
Chargers. Rave is
Oh
Lions
yeah.
fan. Come
You're
on,
right. You're
dude.
right. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I just think the LA Chargers in its entirety, from the running back position, especially if we're going back to fantasy, you know.
Yeah.
But I just think that entire team was kind of disappointing this year. I had higher hopes for them. So,
Yeah. Big Money Joe says Vikings running backs question mark. I don't know if he's referring to this
ooh,
question or the past question, but yeah, I felt like the Vikings were kind of mid. I think that answers both of those questions you're referring to. But yeah, it was very mid out there. I mean, Cam Akers and then um, Alexander Madison underperformed in my opinion.
whack.
Yeah, just a little bit whack, just a little bit whack. Now, my guy that has the best makeup this past season, or really was just a couple of games, was Danny DeVito. Oh my gosh. Yes, Danny DeVito. He looked really good against the Packers. He looked good for a couple of series, and everyone thought, like, okay, uh, what the hell is his name? Jones, Daddy Dimes, whatever you want to call him, lost his job. He's done. He's out of here, right? It's DeVito time. Look at his manager. His manager looks legit, but he just turned out to be another backup quarterback. Not that great. Went up against a challenging defense. It kind of fell through the cracks once again. So yeah, that was me. That was the best makeup because I think at one point I was even falling for it. Keenan did do good. That was really that was a team. That was a chart
it,
and Herbert.
it was just a lot of receptions, man. I mean, wasn't there one game where he had like almost 17 receptions? I
It
mean,
was that game where you and I were driving back from Houston, and all
yeah.
we're hearing on the radio was Keenan Allen,
Keenan
Austin
Allen.
Eckler, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. I was like, oh
Yeah,
yes, fantasy.
yeah, it was
Oh
crazy.
yes, Darren Waller. How can we forget?
Just it was
What a
just
disappointment.
too good to be true there.
It was right. We thought we were onto something, but we weren't. But on to the next question. Guys, if you guys are liking these type of videos, make sure you leave it down in the comment section and make sure you hit that thumbs up. It helps this video out tremendously. We are growing at a pretty decent rate. We just hit 600 subscribers. So heck yeah, let's try out our new soundboard. Oh, yeah, we just hit 600 subscribers. So that is huge for us. We are sorry, I can't do mathematicians right now. We are 399 away from our goal at 1,000 because we are at 601. So if you guys got friends, you guys got family, you think we're a cool show, be like, hey, I got this cool show. You should check them out. Hit that subscribe button. They do a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, Jerry Judy. I forgot about Jerry Judy. He's really good for one of these topics that I have here on this wheel. Let's see if we hit that topic right now.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Defensive Player of the Year. We got a basic one. It's not an NSP edition question, but Defensive Player of the Year. No catch to it. Vince, who you got?
I think this one's out right this year. Of course, there's other guys who are in the mix, but I just don't think they did enough like this guy did for his team. That's TJ Watt for the Steelers. I mean, he was just an animal again this year. But then again, he really doesn't have too much help on that defense. So it's kind of hard to not highlight this guy. But he had 19 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 19 tackles for loss. I really like that part. And then, of course, 1 interception, that random interception throughout the entire year. But, it just adds to the defensive stats for him. So I think he's the defensive player of the year, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else made it more of an impact than he did, especially when they had that little playoff push right at the end of the season. So
Yeah. See, TJ Watt was up there for me, and he was also finding a spot for Miles Garrett. And I was like, well,
mhm.
maybe TJ Watt will beat him because, TJ Watt did get injured, which hurt him a little bit. But I was thinking, I was like, man, defensive player of the year is kind of like MVP, right? It always goes to a quarterback for MVP. For defensive player, it always goes to an edge rusher. So let's look at the bigger picture, right? And how could I forget? One of the most impactful guys on this defense in the whole NFL league, Fred Warner, right? He is super impactful and he leads a lot of these stats, and he's even a candidate for the defensive player of the year. But my pick is not Fred Warner. No, no, no. He's runner up, that's for sure. But my pick is another Niners player. I got to give this guy love. This is my pick. So y'all going to hate on it. A lot of you guys going to be like, who is that? But it's Dre Greenlaw. I think this guy is the unsung hero. This guy goes out there every single play. And the reason why the defense is so good is because it's a complementary defense. You can ask Fred Warner. He's only that good because he has someone just as good right next to him. And same thing with Dre Greenlaw. I love Dre Greenlaw. I wish he got more attention. But it is what it is. But that's my guy. I want to keep up with these comments here. Oh, geez. We got Dizzle in the house. Yeah, he got back to his old picture. I think he changed it. Josh Allen, Jags, and Crosby. Okay. Josh Allen from the Jags and Crosby. Crosby's an animal, dude. An animal. Big Money Joe, I'm pretty sure you could get a feeling for how tough this is, right? But Crosby inhales cigar smoke.
Oh gosh.
How crazy is that?
Mr. Max.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Max Crosby inhales cigar smoke. I don't know how, but he does. Defensive player of the year is hard to do for me for some reason. It is. Because there's a lot of great defensive players. Dizzle, AJ, I'm sorry about your 49ers. They are giving you hope for 2 weeks just to crush your hopes. Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. Yeah, he's right underneath Mac Jones. Am I correct, or N'Keal Harry? I'm trying to rank him correctly here. So help me out. Mean Greenlaw, yeah, dude, this dude is a beast. We literally have a reference to Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman. We got Greenlaw and Fred Warner. Where Niners fans are spoiled with linebackers. And then we just got some major trash talk here. Bland, defensive player of the I heard about this one. Darren Bland as defensive player of the year. He started off hot, right?
Yeah.
Then he goes up against a good wide receiver. Then what happens?
He's gone, man. There's no or defensive player of the year conversation at all. It's just like he becomes a regular cornerback and he gets burned pretty frequently too.
Yes, it was really bad. We're all fooled. That could have been makeup, but he's still good. He's decent. I wouldn't say he's defensive player of the year, but Big Money Joe saying there's something else in that cigar, and he agrees that Bland got roasted by some teams. Bland crap. Here is Dizzle's official ranking: N'Keal, then Mac Jones, then Mahomes, and then Ezekiel.
Oh gosh,
like that's one for the books right there. But while other people trash talk you, Dizzle, we're gonna go ahead and spin this wheel.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
I was like, MVP is a little too early, but hey, coach of the year. This is kind of obvious, right? So, Vince, I want to ask you who's the coach of the year, and then I'm also going to ask you who's your runner-up, okay? Because you got to have a runner-up, right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
So for sure, honestly, the way that the playoffs had worked out, I definitely think MCDC is the outright pick here. They did well last year. But they just did phenomenally this year. I mean, MCDC led the Lions to be 12-5. Of course, it wasn't all him, But yeah, that's my runner up. It was really hard for me to choose this, but I just feel like D'Amico Ryans just needs a little bit more, like maybe another playoff win, another upset would have put him right over MCDC for me. But leading them to the NFC Championship in the Lions and winning 2 playoff games just pushed me just over D'Amico Ryan. So if we're talking like my runner up by just like a thread of like yarn here, D'Amico Ryans fell right there, but he did a great job with the Texans too.
Nice, nice. Yeah, believe it or not, mine is totally opposite. I got D'Amico and then Dan Campbell as my runner-up. I mean, D'Amico Ryans were going for the second pick overall, or the third pick. Was it? It was second and third they got, right? Because that's how they got Will Anderson. But yeah, going to the second pick overall to then winning that division, going to the playoffs. I mean, that is insane. But then I have Dan Campbell right behind him because he's doing amazing things out there. I'm so excited to see what these guys are going to accomplish next year with these teams. CJ Stroud, I mean, what a freaking wonder.
So
Wonder Boy
excited.
Stroud. Yeah.
So excited for that guy.
Well, it looks like almost all of our guys. I know I saw this Kevin Stefanski out here, which I think he got a little bit lucky, right? Because they got a good team. They got a real good team, and I don't think they'll do as good if their quarterback didn't get hurt. There we go, big money. Love it, man. But I also love this wheel, so let's spin it again.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. This should be fun. I know you and I are both defensive guys, Vince. So you look excited. You look excited. We better not have the same answer. I swear.
Dude, I don't think we do, but I definitely have 3 guys in this running for sure. But I gotta go with my boy, Devin Witherspoon. I mean, this guy was an impact player for the Seahawks. This one may be a little bit biased, but if I'm doing an unbiased one, I think I'm going Will Anderson from the Texans. He was just really, really good in my opinion as well. So some 2 different defensive rookies from my favorite team in the Seahawks, and then my favorite Texas team in the Texans. So I got to go with those guys for sure. But just to highlight a little bit of what Devin Witherspoon did, he had 79 tackles. I mean, it was pretty awesome. 8 of them for a loss, and that's good for a cornerback in my opinion. He had 3 sacks as well and a forced fumble. And then he had 1 touchdown that was a kick return. So I thought that was really cool to add to his stats. But that's just my bias one. If not, it's Will Anderson. He did great for the Texans. He was an impact player. And I think he's just going to get better, just like Devin Witherspoon is.
We have a lot of comments to catch up on. So going back to the coach, I see Tomlinson here for Big Money Joe. It's amazing that he can still have winning records with such trash teams out there in Pittsburgh. Jets have a really good team too. They will once they actually have a quarterback. I'm not even going to say once Aaron Rodgers comes back. Okay, I'm going to say once they actually have a quarterback. I don't know what this Aaron Rodgers is going to look like next year. The Commanders are so bad, waited and waited for Ben Johnson and ended up with Dan Quinn. That shocked me. I was shooketh with that. Just wow. Like, wow. Yeah, but we got Tomlin again here. How can you say that Stefanski is lucky? Well, first of all, he still has his job after the worst trade in NFL history. I'll say that. And 2, he has a stacked team. He has one of the best defenses. And he was just like, he just rolled the dice. He was like, you know what? Who's available? Who has experience? Because my quarterbacks are down. And who's the cheapest option? Oh, let's get some washed up Joe Flacco, right? That is worth literally nothing that no other team wanted. Then all of a sudden, Flacco's like, all I have to do is throw to one of these super talented wide receivers. And then my defense is going to, or tight end. The tight end that went off towards the end of the season as one of the best tight ends this past 2023-2024 season. And then the defense is going to carry me all the way to the playoffs as well. Dude, sign me up. Hell yeah. So, yes, I do think Stefanski got a little lucky. I know Nick Chubb got injured, but, hey, you went right back around and you got back your Kareem Hunt. and you still had Ford, right? And that's because your run game wasn't even the main focal point of that offense. So yeah, I do think Stefanski had a little bit of luck in there. But moving forward, Dizzle says Christian Gonzalez, get out of here,
Oh
dude. Get out. I
gosh.
was mad that the Patriots got Christian Gonzalez because he's super talented, which he's going to do good in the season the following year. Just let him get completely healthy.
Yep.
Uh, this was for you. Seahawks got a great player. I think just said, okay. That's enough. We could only compliment the Seahawks so much on this show. Okay. I barely allow his background here. But
Exactly.
Jalen Carter, yeah, he's been playing very well. Very, very well. Even though that defense fell apart towards the end, he's been playing very well. Um Jets should have rolled the dice. W- Jets should have rolled the dice. What? LOL. What are we talking about here? Roll the
I
dice
don't know.
about what?
Who knows what
Oh,
this was
about
talking
the
about?
quarterback, probably.
Oh yeah.
All I have to do is hand it off to Brees Hall, and I gotta do it. Throw Garrett Wilson. Exactly. Yeah, they should have signed Jimmy Garoppolo. They should be like, hey, we'll give you some hot fries. Will you give us Jimmy G? Is that cool? Yeah, deal. Good. Oh, okay, it's done. But my defensive rookie of the year, you actually took it, Vince. It was Will Anderson. I thought Will Anderson was amazing, but I'm a little disappointed that none of our fans even mentioned Aiden Hutchinson, the guy who should have went number one overall, because Aiden Hutchinson has been playing amazing. I don't know if he has
Yep.
one or two interceptions, but that's pretty crazy for his position. And also Campbell, another rookie from the Detroit Lions. Those guys just playing lights out. And should we name one more rookie from the Lions? I don't know his first name, but his last name is Branch. This guy is
Oh,
just
Brian Branch. Yeah.
Ryan Branch. That dude's amazing. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
He's gonna be a starter for a long time at the safety position. He's great. He just knows how to get the assignment done every game.
Notorious TBG is here. Bear down. Carter was great, and I'm still glad the Bears didn't take him. Yeah, that guy's kind of a head case outside of the field. You know, he has a lot of issues. But you got Montez Sweat. That's good. So I like that for the Bears. Uh, wait, wasn't he a rookie last year? Aiden Hutchinson. He was. I'm freaking out. I got my ears all scrambled up. Was it last?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have it all scrambled. Dude, time flies. Holy crap.
It does.
That's nuts. And now they're saying I don't know ball. It's true. I don't
Oh gosh.
know. But let's go ahead and keep on moving on because that's what we do here, even if we have haters named Dizzle in the chat.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
NSP Fan of the
gosh.
Year. I know for a fact who's not going to get it. That's for damn sure. But this is kind of tough for me. So
We
I
got
don't
we
know.
got a lot of good ones here in the chat right now.
We do have a lot of good ones right here. And one of my finalists is not even in the chat. So I don't even know if I should even mention him. Right. But Vince, I want you to go first. Okay. 'Cause I don't.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Oh,
I
look
want
at this.
look at this. Yeah, that's for sure. He has the
Not as
most
of
time
late.
in the chat. Yeah.
Not
Not
as
as
of
of lately
late.
though. Yeah, I just want to give shout outs to everybody like Liam, Rave, of course, Dizzle, who has been there for us towards the middle of the season a lot. He was adding so much content with us. But I gotta give it to Big Money Joe, man. I mean, Big
Ooh.
Money Joe came in the beginning of the season and he's been pretty consistent, even though this guy has got a big life outside of this. But yeah, I mean, but I think my runner up probably would have been Dizzle just because of some of the content that he's given us. It's been fun to have him in the chats.
We have an emergency.
Oh goodness.
This notorious TBG is at Chipotle and they ran out of chips. How do they do that? I mean, exactly, right? How do you want to get into it? But I love your pick with Big Money Joe. Big Money Joe has been a huge supporter out of all of our NSP faithfuls right now, right? This guy has been here probably the longest.
Mhm.
Probably the longest. This doesn't count because you're not here. Get out of here. Shoo now. um, but yeah, Big Money Joe has been a huge part of it. He's always, uplifting us. This guy is freaking awesome on and off. I want to say the field, right? But this guy is awesome on and off the stream. We would text going back and forth. He'll make fun of me because of some trades. We'll go back and here and there. But his birthday's coming up, so hey man, happy early birthday, Big Money.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
happy tears. This guy's crying. You made him cry. So I can't pick Big Money Joe because you already picked him, and I can't pick Dizzle because Reed
Because
picked him.
Reed picked him, yeah.
And I do want to say Dizzle has been the only fan to bring someone into the stream, bring his cousin. He brought his cousin into the stream. So that was awesome. Thank you, Dizzle. And I'm stuck, dude. I am stuck, and I love all our fans. I love them all, right? But there's some guys that are new, like Not So Looking Good. He is new.
Yeah.
We haven't had too much time with him, and that sucks. Big E, he's out there. It's another big part of NSP right there. But I'm stuck between two, so I have a tie.
Do it.
Liam for show. I love my boy Liam. He throws so much hate on me, but he utilized me a lot for fantasy football. A lot of DMs, a lot of love he shares out there. He's all the way from Canada. That's insane.
Yep.
And my number two, or not number two, but my other half of the tie, it has to go out there to my boy Rave. It has to go to Rave. I love Rave so much. We even played Counter-Strike together. That's insane. And he made fun of me. He said I was old and I was cringy because of my intro music. So, yeah. Love all you guys. Hopefully, we spend more time with you guys. So next year, we'll be able to go out there and redo the whole thing and break some more hearts. But look at this. Even Big Money Joe says Liam. Dizzle and Joe are fair picks. Can't wait for the 49. Oh my gosh, dude. Why is this guy
Look at this
like
guy.
this? Oh,
No wonder Reed likes him.
No, yeah. You guys are a perfect match for each other. So yeah, Dizzle and Rave, Dizzle, Rave, Liam, Big Money Joe are our finalists and winners. So thank you all so much. We much love. Spin that wheel.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Comeback player of the year, another basic one. How are we feeling about this? Who are we picking? Are we picking DeMar Hamlin?
Nope.
Not just a nope, but a hell no.
Yeah. Jeez. No, yeah, for sure. I think there was a lot of great candidates this year. Everybody was talking about DeMar Hamlin, Joe Flacco. As soon as the comeback player of the year starts ramping up in, those later weeks in the regular season, like week 13, week 14. But I think it was a guy that played all season. He didn't play too much last year, but I think it's Baker Mayfield. I feel like this guy had a tremendous season. He got some dubs in the playoffs. He led his team to the playoffs, all that good stuff. But his stats were pretty phenomenal. So 4,044 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which is pretty good. Talking about Baker Mayfield, because there's some bad seasons he had with the Browns. But also like one rushing touchdown, and his passer rating was very, very good this year. It's 94.6. Of course, it wasn't in the hundreds, but I think he did very well. And yeah, I was struggling to choose him or Adam Thielen, but Adam Thielen just dropped off so hard at the end.
Yeah.
Wasn't his fault, but it's just the way that offense was running. So I think I'm gonna stick with Baker.
Yeah, Baker definitely a good pick. I'm gonna pick someone that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about in this category. I'm gonna talk about Breece Hall. Dude, this guy came back. He came back strong, and everyone thought that he was going to be like sharing the backfield with Cook. I thought he was going to be sharing the backfield with Cook, but towards the end of the season, he was like, "No way, Jose. This is my backfield over here. You can skedaddle on out of here." And he looked good. And he's a very talented individual. So excited to see how he keeps on progressing, and really hope he leaves the Jets. I think he could be a maybe, I don't know. I don't want to go that far. I'm not going to say it. But Nestor, what's going on? Zombie K98, the triple OG. This is the first guy that was ever here on NSP. So he is the number one OG for NSP Football Talk. In Joku, after I thought you said like
Oh
Njoku in general,
gosh.
but after the Burns, yes, after the
Yeah.
Burns. Oh man! So comeback player of the year, we all know who's gonna win it in the real NFL awards. I think it was because of that amazing trick special teams play, that fake
Yeah,
punt.
yeah.
Yeah, who would have saw that coming? Hey, why is number 3 in there? But why is he? Why is he? Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Just
good story with
horrible.
Njoku. Good story.
Yep.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Oh, I almost got my award. Okay, the best moment of the year. Now, Vince, I did ask you to provide a picture. So hopefully you do have a picture. If not, that's okay.
Don't. I
You
don't.
don't. Okay, so you got
Nope.
to do your very best in describing this. Build the picture, paint the picture in our minds. Okay,
Alrighty.
I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Seahawks are on the field
Oh no.
against the Cowboys. This one, I just love it just because like I love this player so much that I'm glad that he gets to show his speed. And that's DK Metcalf. It was a nice little slant. He burned, and I mean burned Duron Bland. And that was the game where I was like, I don't like this cornerback. I don't think he should have this many picks. I don't think he should, be in the discussion for defensive player of the year because he got absolutely burned. And of course, DK Metcalf's a big guy. He's fast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But DK Metcalf took it for like 70 plus yards. And I just love that because I had him on fantasy that week and I killed my opponent. I don't even remember who it was because I was just not watching the rest of the week on that app because I knew I was going to win in that game. But yeah, so that was my favorite one. Sadly, we didn't win against the Cowboys, but I just love seeing DK Metcalf just run down the field and get the fastest speed in the NFL for the entire year at 22.76 miles per hour, I believe. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. But that's my biased one. So I just like that one.
Like with Dizzle's comments, I feel like I have to pre-read them
You
before I
have
can
to.
display them.
You have
I
to.
think this one's all right. It says best moment of the year: Deshaun and the Browns go into M&T and have a crazy comeback versus the Ravens. Did go Tugson 40-14 in the second half. But oh my gosh, that is insane. Oh, this guy, your imagination is crazy. I applaud you, dude. Right, but my best moments of the year, which everyone got to see his true colors. Y'all gonna be like, oh, this guy always
Oh,
talks about
yeah.
it. I'm gonna talk about the whole team holding Patrick Mahomes back from wanting to fight the ref. Look at that. Look, this guy wants to fight a referee. You're the face of the NFL, and the whole team is holding you back. Like if you're even that strong, that is insane to me. Wow, that's wow. But yeah, that was my best moment. I really like that. Um, Taylor Swift and Kelsey. It's a no-brainer.
Gosh.
Ray, we're about to permanently ban you from this stream, dude.
Little
You're just
Swifties.
like Reed. Reed's not here. Okay, that's the only other Swifty. Kermit got hands. I can't say much, but I think it's insane how everyone is making fun of Patrick Mahomes' stomach on Twitter because they took a picture of Patrick Mahomes and like he has a little belly. I'm like, this. I mean, I can't say anything, right? But I don't know why so many people are making fun of this dude. Everyone who's making fun of him don't even have themselves as a profile picture. Like, it is insane, and they're just like, "Look at this fat boy." And I was like, "Oh man, I don't know about that." Don't agree with that.
So,
You just joined.
I want to show mine since you showed yours a little bit, but I just want to show everybody what I'm talking about by how bad this was. So I'm gonna put it on stream real fast.
Yeah.
So this is the play I'm talking about, guys. I don't know, I haven't watched this one yet, but it looks like a good one to me. So of course, good little sneak pass there, and Duron Bland, you can't even see him
Oh my
anymore.
gosh, dude! You turn
That's
on the
how
Jets.
bad it was. So that's just a quick little snippet, but Duron Bland was not even in 10 yards of this guy. So I think it was just amazing. But
Everyone look at his search history.
It's just biased. Oh, God.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, no, we got a couple of good ones out here. Big Buddy Joe put Greenlaw interceptions and he won't go down. I would say that's the best moment. That was probably like the most like heart racing moment for me. I'm like, dude, get the down, man. Like that's enough. I love you, dude, but stop. Average QB build. Wow, the hates in our chat too. Swifty is going to be so deep in AJ's head and too.
Oh
So
gosh.
still talking. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's Reed. Look at Reed. Oh,
We I told you, man. He's certified Swifty.
I was thinking about this too. I was like, yeah, you got $450 million. Why wouldn't you eat good, right? You
I
know, but
would.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I was thinking too. I was like, I mean, if being a football player is your profession, you
it's
you
true.
wouldn't have any excuse to not have time for the gym, right? I mean, like I said, I can't talk much, but nowadays I'm waking up at freaking 4:30 in the morning to go find time to the gym. It's hate it, but it is what it is. It's no Janikowski belly. That's true. Moment of the year: Fred Warner tried to fight DK and couldn't move him and ran off like a coward. That is not what happened. Not even close to what happened. DK made the first move, and Dizzle, get out of here, dude. But let's spin this wheel. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're 41
Let's do
minutes
it.
into this, and we still got quite a few picks out here.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Who was the most improved team this season compared to last year? And I know there's kind of an obvious pick, so let's go ahead and make a runner-up edition as well.
Sounds good. For sure. I mean, everybody's gonna talk about the Texans. I just feel like it's the obvious pick. We probably would have wanted it to be, the Panthers, but they were just so horrible. So I don't even think you can put them in any conversation. But I just think it was the Texans. But if I had to say a runner up, I mean, it wasn't too many teams that I think really, shined and really brought in some new talent and brought in, just a better season. So I definitely think I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to say the Broncos, man. I think they looked a little bit better. I wouldn't say they're the most improved team, but I think they're getting the pieces together, and I think they are moving in that direction. So as long as they keep it all together, I think they'll be all right. But yeah, I just think outright here for sure is the Texans. But that's my runner up because I don't think anybody's going to really talk about them. And I'll throw Russell Wilson a bone. He played a little bit better this year.
I'll pull a clip. Let's pull a clip then. If that's how you want to play this, let's do it then. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Hope you're ready for this.
Jeez.
I got a pretty damn good memory. Okay. So this is how the play starts. So make sure y'all have a good visual on here. You ready, Dizzle? Okay. So boom. Look at the best quarterback in the league. He throws it deep. Intercepted by Fred freaking Warner. Look at DK Metcalf. Look at this thug. Look at this thug. Oh, suplex. He does a little suplex. Then Fred Warner hits him. I see that. And then what? So let's fast forward here. Let's fast forward. I think it shows a replay.
Yeah, they'll show the replay.
See, look. Went a little too far. Okay, so he goes up to Fred Warner. Where's Fred Warner? Why is he? He's not running away. He's not running away. He doesn't have to do anything. He just has his hands up. Like what? What? Dude, I would love to see the comments, dude, because Fred Warner's freaking huge too. Fred Warner's freaking huge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think I risked my case here. Ain't no running away out here, Dizzle. Put some respect on my friend's name. Yeah, he's my friend. But yeah, Texans over here. Honestly, Bears and Packers, Lions, that division. I'm gonna have to agree with you, Vince. I think the Broncos kind of turned it up towards the end and really, I mean, proved a lot of people wrong, right? About Russell Wilson, about Sean Payton. It was pretty good. Rams also turned up at the end. There's a lot of good teams that decided to turn. Notorious as my Chicago Bears. They just were. If they would have beat the Packers, I would have had them in this category.
Yeah, I definitely think that would have been like the next team for me if they had beaten the Packers. But I just feel like they still have some ways to go. So I don't think they are the most improved team yet, but they're in the conversation.
Slight compliment here. He called me king. Okay. He did
Oh,
not slam him. Like you're so over dramatic. Oh my god. You didn't want that smoke. Dang. Oh, that's what good has my back here.
ooh.
Didn't want to go down easy. DK slammed his B word behind down, then got his face after a few cheap shot hit in the back. The play was over. They blew the whistle. This guy was freaking. Oh, that. Okay, Dizzle. Okay. Let's spin this wheel, dude.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
The biggest shit talker. I know we're not talking about Dizzle, okay? The biggest shit talker in the NFL, not in this chat. Even though I want to say Dizzle so much. Dizzle, you and I, we got to grab a beer sometime, dude.
So this one I wanted to put DK Metcalf, but I feel like he's toned it down. And then I wanted to put Devon Witherspoon too, but he toned it down towards the end of the year. But I searched this up, thinking who is the biggest shit talker in the entire NFL, and so I looked this up, and pretty high amount of like football players in the NFL said that it's CJ Gardner Johnson.
Why you do this? You always pick the players I'm going to
Dude,
pick.
I looked up some videos and stuff, and I was like, this guy is always talking some trash. Like after every play, if he gets a tackle, he gets a
like
bad
this.
ball, he gets a random interception.
Draymond Green.
I like Andre. I like that one.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Jeez. But yeah, if it wasn't one of the Seahawks players, I probably would have gone with a 49ers player too, possibly Debo. But sometimes Kittle, man, sometimes Kittle can get in there. And it's not like bad mouthing or anything, but he has his little jabs.
And no one ever like swings at Kittle.
Yep.
No one. And I was gonna say, like Debo, yes, he talks a lot of crap, right? But I think he talks crap whenever people ask him stuff, right? Or people swing their attention to that. He won't make the first move with Debo Samuel, but he'll finish the conversation.
Yeah.
The guys in the Niners, I think that talk a lot of shit. Number one, Brandon Ayuk. I think Brandon Ayuk talks a lot of crap, and Jawan Jennings, big money. These two guys always fighting, bro. These always fighting with the defense, and there's gonna be a lot of fights in the Super Bowl. Where did I leave off here? Rasul Douglas, he's a big trash talker as well.
I can see that one.
I think so. Carl Joseph Dirtiest took out 2 tight end ACLs.
Jeez. I like
Debo's
he's a
kid.
big boy too.
Who's Debo's kid? We talking about Debo's
isn't
kid?
Isn't he having like a kid with like some one of those famous women who have kids with a bunch of NFL players?
I'm not too sure. He has a son right now. I think he has a baby as well. Kittle is a trolley chirp. No one mess with Kittle. For some reason, I mean Kittle's big, right? But I don't think he's like DK big or anything like that. Christian Wilkins. If you're going to be the biggest shit talker, you better be able to back it up. CJ Gardner Johnson can't back up his words. Hey, I was going to name CJ Gardner Johnson specifically because he was waving goodbye to all the Niners fans during the Lions and Niners game right before halftime. And I was like, oh, crap. Trent Williams will finish any fight.
He'll just put one arm on you and you're crumbling.
Dude, honestly, how awesome would it be to have Trent Williams as a friend? It's like no one will mess with you because Trent's with him. You can't mess with that individual. Oh man, big boy Trent. Yeah, that's a stupid picture by the way with CJ Gardner Johnson with the blue ski mask. Mike McDaniels. I haven't seen that one. That guy is he's just a nerd. He's a little dork, man.
He's funny, bro. He's funny.
Oh my gosh. Cut me for your records.
Fred Warner. That was pretty funny.
Fred Warner will finish any fights, runs away like a coward, and Nikhil Harry would slam Dude, get out of here with that. If I choose from the Lions, say Amon. Oh yeah, when he did the kiss you goodbye to all the Packers. Oh, Trent Williams is a mass murderer in another. I feel like Trent
He
Williams.
probably is.
I think he's like Thanos in another universe, dude. Or what's that guy's name? Another Marvel character, Luke Cage. Looks like a
Oh
Luke
yeah,
Cage. Yeah,
I can see
but
that one.
a lot of shit talkers in the NFL. So let's keep it moving, man.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Who is the unsung hero in the NFL or in a team? A coach, a player, a mascot, could be anything.
So yeah, so for sure, I did a player, and I think this guy did not get too much recognition for what he was doing. He even got outshadowed by another player on his team who probably shouldn't have been starting over him. And of course, they swapped whoever got the most carries every other game. But I think not a lot of people were talking too much about Jalen Warren. I know we were on fantasy because he was pretty good in fantasy, had a lot of receptions, good for all those leagues where you get points per reception. But Jalen Warren had a decent season, and he kind of rivaled Christian McCaffrey in yards per carry. So just for context here, I think, where do I have it right there? Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, 5.4 yards per carry, right? Jalen Warren, 5.3 yards per carry. And he had over 100 carries. Wasn't as much as Christian McCaffrey, but I mean, Christian McCaffrey's a workhorse. So, but he had 784 yards rushing. Again, that 5.3 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, and 370 receiving yards on 61 receptions. For context, CMC had 67 receptions. So he was just 6 shy of Christian McCaffrey, and Christian McCaffrey was the starter, and Jalen Warren was going 50-50 with that bum over there. Nah, he's not a bum, but
Oh my gosh.
I definitely think Jalen Warren should have started for the Steelers. I think they would have had more success, just like how he did when they played the Seahawks, and that's why they ended up winning. So, but yeah, that's my unsung hero as a player in the NFL. I feel like there's other ones, but that's who I'm highlighting.
Yeah, for some reason, the Steelers just want to continue with Najee Harris, and it's kind of wild. We see Craig Reynolds here, Puka, BCB, our boy. I'm gonna go with Kyle Juszczyk. You know me, I love juice, and just know so you guys can think of me. I'm pretty sure people who watch this show are going to think of me during the Super Bowl because I get a lot of messages. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of messages whenever the Niners are doing bad. Like these past 2 games, it was a lot. Like I thought we were friends with some of y'all. Like, wow. Some of those are hurtful, okay? But just know that during the game, any Niners game, if we need 4 or less yards, and you know 100% that it is a running play, just know I am screaming at the TV, follow Juice, follow Juice. You follow him and everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. He'll hold your hand to the end zone. Not saying that Christian McCaffrey needs that, but that's just how big of a difference Kyle Juszczyk is. When you see him back there, please follow him. Please follow him. I will 100% believe that when I pass away, that there's going to be an angel version of Kyle Juszczyk says, follow me to heaven, and I'm going to follow him. And it's going to be the clearest path ever. But that's a little overboard, right? But yeah, Kyle Juszczyk is me. Juszczyk wife is making me a Celtics coat. Ain't no way you could afford a Celtics coat from Juice's wife. Ain't no freaking way, dude. You think Brock Purdy gonna have a naked bootleg in Super Bowl best player in the NFL? Hey, it could very much be a naked bootleg. And I tell you what, it probably won't be towards CMC. It'll probably be an OG bootleg to George Kittle. I mean, that was Jimmy G's best play. The bootleg to George Kittle. Play action bootleg, George Kittle right down there, and let George Kittle do all the work. Yeah, I get 50% off after eating that box. What?
Oh God.
Oh my jeez, dude. Shady, why like the Packers did to the Cowgirls. You guys are wild today. I love it. I love the energy out here. And I do want to say this because we've been at a consistent around like 8 to 10 live viewers here. And we are going live on 4 different platforms right now, which is the first time we've ever done something like that. All thanks to Streamlabs, which we're not sponsored, by the way. But I am an affiliate with Streamlabs. So not too bad. Um, I lost what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. 65% of our viewers are not subscribed. Can you believe that? 65% of y'all who watched our videos, who watched the whole thing, like you guys don't like the video, you're not subscribed to the video, but you want to watch us. Hey man, share some of that bread here. Come on. It's not like we get paid for this, but it helps us out a lot and it helps us reach our goal. So appreciate y'all watching first of all, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps out tremendously. I use Streamlabs, so no one asked you, Dizzle. Get out of here, dude. But let's go ahead to the next one.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
this algorithm is pretty wild. Oh, this is mine. This is the one that I picked. Yay! But also known as the Dreamy Garoppolo Award. So this award is an award that I made up. This is NSP edition. Who's the most handsome, dreamy guy in the NFL? And before y'all even start thinking, well, I know I'm a Niners fan, I hear it all the time, but I am happily married to my wife. Okay. So, dreamiest guy in the NFL, Vince, you go first.
Alrighty. So we've always said that Jimmy G, right? Jimmy G's a fine specimen. He's a guy in the league that probably shouldn't be in the league. He should be a model if he's not here. And I think he has done some. So kudos to him. But I think I'm gonna give this one to Aiden Hutchinson. You know, the little baby face boy out there in
What?
Detroit. I think he's a good guy to not so much rival Jimmy G, but I'm sure he gets quite a bit of ladies. The way he's looking, he's pretty big. He's built, he's ripped, he's got abs and stuff. But I think he's a young guy, so I think he gets a lot of attention in the league. So I'm gonna say Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's a pretty good looking dude.
I see a lot of good looking dudes here in the chat. All right. Like, yes, even Aaron Rodgers, good looking, right?
Oh gosh.
Amon. Yeah, I know how you went straight for no homo. We all know how you roll over there, Dizzle. Don't worry. I like this pick, Juice. A little bit of an older guy, but still very handsome. But I think the Niners are stacked with handsome guys, right?
Oh
Because my
gosh.
pick is none other than the underwear model himself, Nick Bosa. Oh my gosh. I mean, have you guys seen his jawline? It's insane. His jawline, perfect nose structure. I mean, I'll kill to look like that. Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
CMC, another good looking dude. OBJ, nah. I don't think OBJ. That is not true. See, this is why him and Reed get along so well. So well.
Yeah,
But
I still can't get over that TikTok that Reed sent us.
dude, I still can't get over he said Aiden Hutchinson. He has a baby
What?
face. He has a
See,
face.
he's a guy that's gonna develop. Well, he's gonna be rivaling Nick Bosa soon. He still needs to grow.
Oh yeah, I mean he's going to be a factor in the NFL for as long as he's healthy, and especially under that head coach. Come on, dude.
He's gonna have
But
some good fun.
now, who's the most handsome in NSP? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
We'll go
god.
ahead and spin that wheel here.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Too bad he doesn't count. He's not here. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Who do we got, Vince? Rookie.
Honestly, so
I already know who you got. I already know.
yeah, I was gonna put him, but in the honor of Reed, since he's not here, I'm gonna say this guy's name because he's probably he'll probably put it in the comments. But I'm gonna say Puka. I like Puka, but of course my biased one is C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud just played phenomenally, but I think Puka needs some deserving praise here because he broke a lot of records. He played very well for the Rams. We're not fans of the Rams, and we probably never will be at any point in our lives. But yeah, Puka just broke a lot of records. I feel like he was just probably the unsung hero too for the offensive rookie of the year because apparently a lot of people are voting for CJ Stroud over Puka.
Puka was absolutely amazing, and yes, he is up there. But I'm not saying this because he's a quarterback. But I gotta go CJ Stroud, especially seeing him live at that game with the amazing seats that Reed was able to find us. I mean, this guy, he has a lot of grit. He didn't have the best offensive line. He got out of sticky situations, and how rare is it to find this kind of talent as a rookie in the NFL with a brand new head coach, brand new team. I mean, this guy was amazing. CJ Stroud was awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to see what happens next. Um, Reed, brother, where are you? He said he didn't want to join because he saw that you're on. Bro, the Texas loaded with awards this year. Yeah, Texas, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Big Money Joe says Puka. This says Bijan or Gibbs next year. We're going to see a new style out there in Atlanta. I'm going to go with Bijan next year, fantasy wise, just because I do believe Montgomery and Gibbs are still going to be that 1-2 combo. Puka and Stroud, then Gibbs. Gibbs was amazing, but
Yeah,
I'm
Gibbs
not.
played well.
I do want to shed some light on Laporta. The tight end. That guy was amazing. Top 3 tight end in the league. Can't skip over that. It's karmic justice for the Texans for not tanking and winning that game versus Colts. Hey, I remember that game. And then what was it? Lovey Smith immediately getting fired after
I know.
they asked him, like, do you think you're gonna get fired because you won the game? Absolutely not. I'll be
Absolutely
here
not.
next year. 2 minutes
Boom.
later, you're
Canned.
fired. You're done. You're out of here. But yeah, let's keep it moving, boys and girls. Remember, 65% of y'all who are watching are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
True, yeah. Puka was in the 5th. Was he in the 5th? Yeah, I knew he was late. He was later in the rounds. But offensive player of the year, we got another basic one. But I know we just got offensive rookie of the year. Who is your offensive player of the year?
So obviously, this one is a no-brainer for me. But my MVP choice will be different, just to shed some light on a few more players in the NFL that did very well this year. But this one outright, I think this one is like nobody can rival it. I think all of us are going to choose this guy, besides Dizzle, because Dizzle is, he's a nomad type of guy. He likes to do his own thing. But I'm going to go with CMC. It's just that's the take, 1,459 yards, 14 touchdowns on the ground, and he added 7 more. I mean, in the air, or receiving. But again, as I said earlier, 5.4 yards per carry, 67 receptions, over 500 yards receiving. I mean, the list goes on and on. I even put how many freaking first downs this guy got on the year, and it's 83. I'm not a 49ers fan, but I love watching players go off like this, and sadly he did it against the Seahawks a little bit. But yeah, CMC outright.
I think Kelsey started off a little too slow there. CMC, yeah, I think I see everyone CMC. I see Dizzle simping for CD Lamb out there. Dizzle saying CMC had it too easy. I don't know how the hell he had it too easy with that offensive line, but I mean, what's next? You're going to compliment Debo. Oh, Debo has the easiest job in the world. Okay. We're just not going to get into that. Shea Patterson could get 1,000 yards in that offense. Get out of here with that. My offensive player of the year, Travis did get hurt. My offensive player of the year is the future porn star, Tyreek Hill. I'm not the biggest fan of Tyreek Hill, but this guy came out at the beginning of the season. I thought he was full of it. He's like, I'm going to have this many yards. I'm going to have this many touchdowns. And literally, I mean, literally, this guy went out there, grabbed the whole freaking ocean of dolphins, put it on his back, and still ran like He was just insane. He was just insane. That offense ran through him, and it was kind of obvious. I mean, once he was out, the team was out, and if he wasn't
Hmm.
producing, the team wasn't producing. It's just that they couldn't get creative towards the end. But yeah, Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I picked Tyreek Hill over CMC for sure. You think Tyree? Okay. Oh my gosh, Vince supposed to warn me about this. Big E over here just rizzing it up with Mark Andrews. That's
Oh
enough, Big E.
gosh.
It's past your bedtime. Take your Flintstone gummies and go night night on your little bunk twin beds. But let's keep it moving, boys. We're almost done. We're almost out of here.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
The MVP. Hold up, Vince. I got this one. All right. Now,
Oh god.
Offensive Player of the Year was Tyreek Hill because that's because my MVP is CMC. I think he's the most valuable player in the NFL. Remember, we're NSP. We're going to call it how it is. And this is not a quarterback category. Okay. It has kind of turned into a quarterback category, but many people have said it before. These quarterbacks this season haven't been producing as well as we wanted them to. But who has been producing at a whole other level, at a legendary level, breaking so many freaking records? That is Christian McCaffrey. I think he deserves to be the MVP of this league. I absolutely love this guy. He deserves the world. And I love that he's a Niner. If he was doing this with another team, I would choose him. It's crazy what he is doing in this league. And I love that I get to witness this. What are you laughing at? What are we looking over here?
All the comments, bro. This was just funny.
Big E is kind of getting a little mad. He said, "Whoa, don't ever talk to me that way, or else, dude." Oh, tell my mom on here. Brock Purdy, baby. I love Brock Purdy. I mean, he's definitely in that category. Lamar, the man who can't throw to Jackson. CMC and Brock, says Big Money Joe. Josh Allen, I think he's also a kind of a hidden candidate that nobody really wants to talk about because of how many interceptions he has and how many times he gets beaten out by the Chiefs. Matthew Judon, MV Purdy, Bobby Wagner for Vince. Now he's just sucking up to you. He wants to make everyone my enemy. My homie. Dang, my homie, dude. Oh, come on, man. Probably one of his worst statistical years. Still great. Still well above average, but probably his one of his worst statistical years.
Yep.
Right? This season. But okay, Vince, who you got? The floor is yours.
Hey man, I think we swapped, because I had Tyreek Hill as the MVP, bro. Yeah, because
Oh,
honestly, as you said, that I think the MVP should be like having a weight scale by position. A certain amount of points for the positions. If they get this many yards, they get this many points in the MVP voting. Same thing for like passing yards for quarterbacks. I think it's just so heavily weighted because the quarterback touches the ball almost 99.9% of every snap besides the center. Center does 100%.
why do
But
you say it like that? Why do
because
you say like it doesn't matter?
the center touches the ball all the time. They even cheat and they move it up.
What do you mean?
No, but for sure, Tyreek Hill. I really wanted him to go ahead and reach that 2,000 yards, so this could have been like more of a factor in the MVP race. But he ended up with 1,799 yards. He had 13 touchdowns. I mean, that's MVP like numbers to me for a wide receiver. I wish they were a little bit higher, but of course he had a few games where he could not go at it. So he missed one game. There was a partial game where he didn't get to play the entire game. So I think that made the factor. But yeah, I had Tyreek Hill as my non-quarterback MVP. And if I was, a part of the MVP race and how they did that, I would definitely make up a point system. And I think it would be a lot easier for running backs, defensive players, wide receivers to get this award too.
We're missing a lot of comments here. I've been called a
Oh
gorilla
gosh.
here.
Oh no.
This will prove that he doesn't watch us. He's just here because I've been saying from the beginning that I'd rather face the Chiefs than Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. I just think it's a better matchup. Not saying it's an easy matchup, just saying it's a more favorable matchup for the Niners. Keenan Allen MVP. If you want to get really down to the statistics, CMC is registered as a quarterback.
It's
He's
true.
made touchdown throws, and he's registered as the emergency quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And he's played quarterback snaps for the Niners. Not what do you call that? A flea, not flea flicker or special plays and stuff like that. He was an actual quarterback. So don't want to talk about it, but what would it take for Trent Williams to make history and become MVP? I gotta keep dreaming because this will never happen. This could actually happen. And this is how. The Philly special is going to become the gold special, the gold standard, what we will call it. Okay, we're making this happen. Kyle Shanahan, if you're watching this, we're making this happen. It's going to come down to the very end. The Niners are in the red zone. They need a win, right? They're down by 5 points and they need to get in the end zone. Debo's hurt like he always is. They're locking up Brandon Ayuk. They need George Kittle to block, and we're doing a play action. So they're loaded up the middle. They're thinking that CMC is going to go down there and run it for a touchdown like he always does, but they're ready for it because they got a strong defense. So what do? They get Trent Williams to hit, boom, little stab right there, and they pretend he falls. So then the rusher's like, oh, I just beat Trent Williams. I'm going to go get CMC. And what does Brock do? Brock guys, no mama's way. I got Trent Williams in the flat, dog. So he goes and he throws to Trent Williams. Trent Williams, the amazing, ginormous hands he has, gets the touchdown, and he does a little silverback stance. Trent Williams is the MVP of the Super Bowl. That's how it gets done. CMC is not racist. Oh my god, Wildcat. Yeah, that's exact. No. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't no special play. It wasn't even Wildcat. He was the only quarterback on the team.
Yep.
So, it's happening. Just what? Imagine that happens. Oh my gosh, y'all go put some money on this on Vegas. Maybe you'll win something, and just give me like 5%. I'll take it. But let's keep it moving. We're almost done here. We're almost done. We got 4 more.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
We got the LVP, the least valuable player. Vince, I would love to hear what you have to say because you have so much love for all these players in this league.
Oh God, not every single player, man. But yeah, let's read this. And he says, "Nah, not Philly special. Naked bootleg. Purdy running for the pylon and boom gets blasted by Snead. Helmet comes off and Brock Purdy thinks he's in bed with Taylor Swift as Kansas City confetti pours in the field." That one's also very descriptive. So put some money on that one. We'll see if Age is right or if Dizzle's right. Jeez. But yeah, back to this least valuable player. I don't like every single player in the league, but I think some of them just have funny stories and funny ways of being on winning teams and really producing nothing for them. So we talked about this guy earlier today. He's been having a lot of drama lately, and that's Kadarius Toney, man. This guy could possibly win a ring, this year with the Chiefs because they are in the Super Bowl. But Kadarius Toney does absolutely nothing. Tweet.
So I just saw a notification right now. So I don't mean to interrupt you, right? But I got a notification, which we never had notifications like this before. But now that we're with Streamlabs, I got a notification say that Tweet 66 and +1 just followed us on Twitch. So thank you so much, Twitty. If you haven't yet, find us on YouTube. We're trying to grow on that platform, and hit that subscribe button. We're absolutely free. And I see that you're a gamer since you're on Twitch. We also have a Discord, which is in the description down below on our YouTube video. So hit that Discord link, join our followers, talk some crap with us, and hear some more crazy stories that will come true. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't hear the end. So who did you pick, Vince?
So Kadarius Toney, man.
Kadarius Toney. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a good pick. I didn't think about it because my pick was just full of hate, right?
Oh,
but
God.
The Cowboys in general not so looking good, says CJ Gardner-Johnson about Notorious, man. This is like the third time you bashed on this guy. I don't think you like him, but this guy took the cake. This guy took the cake. It's Mac Jones. I wish this guy would get eaten by a shark, but Mac Jones is the least valuable player. How are you going to have a team draft you, try to say, oh, my job this year is to win back that locker room and become the leader I will set out to be for my family, right? But this guy loses the job to a guy who loses that job and then gets the greatest head coach of all time fired. This is the least valuable guy. This guy is literally the scum of the earth, the freaking gum in the bottom of your shoe. This is chum for sharks. This guy is the least valuable player in the league. Yes, I could go on and on about Mac Jones. Uh, Rodgers and Zach Wilson. Ooh, Tony's a great call. It is. That was a good one. Randall Cobb. I think this guy just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Right. Tony's a bum. Chase Claypool. So I thought he was gonna have at least a shot when he got traded to Miami. At least a shot.
No shot.
Ah,
He got a couple of catches, but it's just like random.
Notorious. He literally got burned by Mike McDaniel the day he was signed. Oh yeah, Alan Lizard, the Lizard King. Wow, man,
Dang.
returning on your guys like that. Oh, tisk, not like you, Reed, but I like your pick, Vince, and I would almost like it as much as mine. But you know me. Anytime I get a chance to bash on Mac Jones, I'm gonna take it. So let's go ahead and move it. Oh my! But if we mention Aaron Rodgers, watch out!
Ooh,
Oh yeah. Vince
Vengeance
knows.
to the end of the earth.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Who was the best non-playoff team? Oh, you want me to go first?
No,
The
I'm pointing at the
Seattle
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Nice. Yeah, I was saying about the Seattle Seahawks, and then I almost threw up a little bit in my mouth. I could have given that much recognition to the Seattle, but I like that pick. Honestly, all seriousness, yeah, they were one of the better teams that kind of missed out.
Yep, it's sad, but but if I'm gonna choose another team, I definitely think that the next runner up was probably the Broncos, in my opinion. They were doing really good, and then they just fumbled there at the end. They couldn't keep it going with that win streak, but I think they just started a little bit too early with that winning streak that they had, and they couldn't keep it up through the entire time. So, but yeah.
This one says the Chicago Bears, they got hot down the stretch. Yes, they did. Like I said, I think it would have made a world of a difference if they won that last Packers game. They're not so looking good. Says Seahawks, a little disappointed in you since you are a Niners fan. So I'm gonna put you on a 5-minute suspension. Notorious is pointing up. I'm assuming he's pointing up to the Chicago Bears comment. My team, or not my team, right? But the team that I'm choosing is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I feel like this is one of the best non-playoff teams. It was close with the Seattle Seahawks, but these guys sort of fell off. They got out of rhythm right towards the end of the season. And we always said this for fantasy football, that once all three wide receivers are fully healthy, the Jaguars wouldn't know what to do with themselves. And it happened exactly like that. They had no idea how to operate offensively. Travis Etienne was irrelevant. It was insane how irrelevant this guy was. But yeah, Jaguars was my pick because they start off as looking like the favorites in that division, looking to be real playoff contenders to not even making it. So yeah, I think Jags is a good team to look at. Yeah, Bears also choked the big league. The Jags, definitely the Jags. So I got some money. I got some people on my side here. Jags sucks. Saints have potential, but so inconsistent. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see that they're looking into getting like Caleb Williams and such?
Really?
Yeah.
I know that was it? I think it was Sean Payton too with the Broncos. He said he was looking at 4 of the top 5 starting quarterbacks, or the quarterbacks that are in the draft, and he said he would like to get one of them. I was like, oh.
We saw that one coming since they were like, okay, we're done with Russell. But Saints was a little bit of a surprise. Not too much, but a little bit. Bears choked a few times. Bad coaching mostly gets gutsy calls. They would have whooped the Lions in the other game. Ooh.
Mm.
All right, we got 2 more, Vince. Let's get to it.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Who had the best fan base out of the NFL?
All right. Are we going biased here or are we going unbiased?
This is your pick. This is your not so pro opinion right here.
Dude, it's always the Seahawks. It's always the Seahawks. We're so loyal even when we have a bad season. But nah, if I'm being honest, I definitely think that the Texans had the best fans this year. It could be a little bit biased, but I've been to a few Texans games, and I don't know if this is what sways me, but these guys don't care year in, year out how bad their team is. These guys have season tickets down there. They're, at every game. The Houston Pride is well and alive there, even when they were losing 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. They've been through a lot, and I think they stick around. And finally, they got a team to root for, and I mean, they showed out this year. And CJ Stroud saw that. The entire Texans team saw that. So I think the Texans would be my not so pro best fans of the year.
Nice. And I do agree with your Big Money Joe. The 49ers, I mean, they take over almost any home stadium, right? They go out there and they make it red, right? But they are my runner up. I love the Niners. I'm trying not to be too biased, but something happened this year, not once, but twice, that the fans came out and they did their part unpaid at one point. Was the Buffalo Bills fan, Bills Mafia, going out there and shoveling up snow for free, even though they're kind of messing around, right? I would have fired them, but freaking awesome. I mean, who else would do that for their team? I mean, I would, right? If I lived in the area and stuff like that, I would definitely do that. 49ers like to sniff their own farts. And sometimes when is you want to test, you want to gauge it out, right? See what kind of level it is. But there is no such thing as fan bases in California. People have too many other interests. There's plenty of fan base. I mean, I think California has one of the biggest fan bases for any sport. You got Niners, you got the Giants in baseball, you got the Golden State Warriors for basketball. I mean, there's plenty. You got the Sharks, right? For hockey. I'm not a big hockey guy, but you got the Sharks. Reed's calling me out and says you're wrong.
Yeah, he always says I'm wrong.
Says they hardly ever fill that stadium. So many empty seats. Best Charlie fan base because they don't have real fans in states. They have, trust me, they got. We're not talking to you, dude. Okay. One day I do hope to witness a Bills Mafia like tailgate. I'll love to join someone in jumping off and hitting a table. Look at AJ 49ers fan living in Houston. I don't live in Houston. What are you talking about? I would never live in Houston, ever. Just because I went to a Houston game doesn't mean I live in Houston. I live close enough to drive to Houston, but it's still not close. Mm-hmm. Warriors fans are so fake. They suck this year and no one shows anymore. Still see a lot of Warriors fans here and there.
True fans come out.
Yeah, that's true. They do have Sharks. They do have the Sharks. LMAO. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with hockey. I just seen a couple of Niners players go out there like in Sharks jerseys and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I would like to get into hockey. It's just in Texas, it's just not that popular. I can confirm my area has hella Niner fans. See, you're wrong, Dizzle, as always. Lakers fans, the true bums. That's true. We'll argue with that. But Vince, we have one more question. Are you ready, my friend?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, dude.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Who is the biggest shit talk? I think we did this one.
Yeah, we did this one. Yeah.
Why does it have 2? All right. Biggest shit talker in the NSP fan group. Let's go, because there's quite a few. It's not just Dizzle, right? Because we also have Liam. Liam loves to throw shots at me. Biggie's been calling me a freaking gorilla. I'm just noticing that everyone just targets me. What the hell? Like, what? But yeah, who is the biggest shit talker in NSP?
I mean, I think it has to go to Dizzle. I don't feel like Dizzle's ever done it to me, but I feel like Dizzle attacks you and Reed quite frequently. But Reed says Liam 100%, and I wouldn't argue with that because Liam has a little bit of some Canadian
They're
hate.
talking about us, so the
Oh,
fans are choosing
really?
us. We're choosing the
Jeez,
fans. I like this. So yeah, the
I
fans can
like
choose
this.
one of us. We'll choose the fans.
Let's see how many votes I get. I doubt I'll
I
get
doubt
any
you get
votes.
any
I
votes
doubt it.
because Vince is a sweetheart. It's a Dizzle
Yeah.
talk shit, but guess what? He backs it up. You guys,
Oh gosh.
I don't know that. I don't know. But don't worry. Next year when we go to a Patriots game, when you buy me a beer and seats, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
I can't face the music. Dizzle today. Big Money Joe agrees. Hey, dude. One thing I will say about our fans: don't upset Big Money Joe. Don't upset him because he will go. He's like Trent Williams of the NSP group.
He'll find you.
And the NSP family, he's our Trent Williams. Footner is going to get smoked. Still going. Can't chirp Vince because he's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Dang. AJ going to find a heavy blanket and Dutch Elvis.
Oh
I
god.
love that. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. The things that some of these guys could Notorious, you need to show up to more of our live streams, dude. Honestly, like you're hilarious. Reed is
Jeez.
laughing. When Reed puts LMAO, that really means like he's laughing.
He's
like,
laughing. Yeah.
He's laughing. Can't wait to go on live stream post Super Bowl and you feed me some of your tears. Gonna be great. Yes, if y'all don't know, Dizzle will be live with us the day after the Super Bowl. Just because he asked. So if you guys are interested in becoming or join us here live just for fun, just to get a feel for it, be one of us for a stream or two, then let us know. We'll put you guys on here. We've always been open to it. Let us know in a DM or let us know in our Discord. We're always available. Okay. Dills put Dutch oven. Haven't heard that one in a minute. Wow, Ryan farts. Trent Williams, I'll take it. Heck yeah, man. Get off the bus. Hey, Reed, you can't talk about that, okay? That's something only for whenever we open a members only on YouTube. We'll tell stories like that.
That'll be
okay?
a good story.
But yeah, that would be a hilarious story. I don't think I'm ready to share that story on it. We have so many stories. We have a lot of stories.
We do.
Oh
We have
man.
a lot of crazy ones and a lot of funny ones.
Yeah. Well, Dizzle's getting tired. It's his little bedtime. So Dizzle says Dizzle has to apologize to AJ if Niners win. Yes, you're gonna have to apologize. I think no matter what. Oh yeah, no, I got mixed up. That's not so looking good. Says that about Dizzle. Yeah, I would love a public apology from Dizzle. But peace out, boys. Let's have a weekend. Hey, not yet. We got Friday tomorrow. We got one more day. I gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning. But heck yeah, that was super fun. I had a lot of fun. We had a consistent viewership of 7 or more. But remember, 65% of y'all are not subscribed for whatever reason. We did get a new follower on Twitch. So thank you so much to Tweet. Tweet. Go Niners. Peace, Buddhas. Love it, man. But thank you all so much for joining us here live. Hopefully you guys had a great time. If you guys like seeing the wheel, if you guys want to see more of the wheel, let us know. We'll come up with different topics and we could all answer them together and talk crap while we do it. So thank you all so much. Love you guys. And until next time, keep on grinding.
Be strong. Be strong.